Why, hello there. Good meowing, good afternoon, or good evening. Whatever type it is for you, thank you so much for stopping by, and welcome to tonight's stream. Wasn't thinking I was going to be streaming this weekend, but I have a little bit of energy today. I said I was going to play this game Wednesday, and Wednesday I had no energy, so I wasn't able to stream Wednesday. And this is a shorter demo, so I decided it would be a good thing for today. So just straight off the bat, I'm low energy. I'm really low energy. I am flaring something absolutely fierce. And this is not going to be a long stream. Pretty much I'm expecting we're going to get through the demo. Maybe we'll do some chit chats. I'm expecting this stream to probably be maybe an hour, if my understanding of how long the demo it will take me is correct. There's no guarantees about that, but we'll see. But don't get your hopes up for a normal length stream tonight. It is highly unlikely. But we have the demo for Solomania to play tonight. The developer reached out to me and was like, I would love you to play my demo. And I was like, heck yeah. Heck yeah. So that is what we're going to be playing tonight. It is superheroes, and I'm very, very, very interested. All right. Sorry, musics. We're stopping you early. No, stop. There we go. I pressed the wrong button. All right. Well, without any further ado, let's pop over here. Hello. It's me. And yes, I am in what is usually Halloween dark gothic outfit. But oh, thank you for head pass, Andrew. But I thought this would be perfect for kind of superheroes because it is definitely a vibe. It's a vibe. But yes. All right. Everything, I've been messing around with audio settings, so things should be okay. But let me know if anything is too soft, too loud. We'll play around with things. All right. Let's begin. All right, content warning. This game contains strong language, mature humor, and fictional violence. Themes of grief, death, loss, hallucinations, therapy, claustrophobia, and fanaticism will also be explored. Occasional loud sounds, some related to horror and action, are used. Player discretion is advised. Okay. Well, I have our sounds pretty low, and my volume is always extremely low, so the loud sound shouldn't bother me that much. Fingers crossed, though. Oh, what's up? You can't change what it is at the end of it. Take comfort in this is if you... I've misread that sentence completely. You can't change what it is at the end of it. Take comfort in this if you can. The hallway leads to your mentor's office. Oh, it's a long, solitary walk through the lower floors of the Sentinel. Can I click this and unlock? Oh, yes, I can. Okay. An organization that oversees various heroes in the city. Ooh. I do like the being able to move the background around. That is interesting. Will probably end up making me nauseous, though. Gonna be honest. So let's keep the mouse off of the screen. Perhaps long enough that you might have a chance to repent before facing judgment, if this is the intention. Oh, are we about to be judged? Anyone down here could only have one destination. And yet, they have the audacity to have an antechamber and iris scanner right at the very end. Oh. Why else but to prepare you? I mean, security probably, but... Fortunately, you're well versed in what comes next. You lean into the scanner's unblinking eye. At birth, I was named Prince. Prince. Iris recognition scan. Scanning. I bling. Match found. Welcome, Prince. But most know you as Astra. In this world, you could not be anyone else.
Okay, all good. Thank you for working.
Lurking and working. You are the Sentinel's child, trained and forged under their protection. You are chained to them as much as they are to you. Okay. Oh, no. I would like settings, because I don't think there's any music. No, okay. But I think the sound effects need to be up. They were really loud on the title screen, but they're really quiet now. Okay. You remind yourself of this in the time it takes the scanner to think before eventually flashing a welcoming green light. The ground beneath you groans and creaks as the hidden lift begins to move. Your journey comes to a sudden halt and then decompresses as though releasing a long sigh. The door audibly unlocks. Oh, fun. A crackling static emits from the speaker. Please remain in the antechamber until called. Oh. The buzz from the speaker hangs longingly in the air. Beyond it, there's a voice. Low, firm, familiar. You tilt your head, allowing that knot in your neck to click before crossing through to the other side. Oh, well, that's our only choice is to enter. We can't turn around. Why wait? Oh, that was really fast. Okay, I almost didn't get to read that. Her voice carries until she sees you. With one swift motion of her head, she cuts the call and the screen collapses into silent nothingness. The woman's expression is unreadable. If you didn't know her so well, you could mistake it for coldness. She looks like she's related to the element ice, considering all of the ice blue around her and her very chunky ice blue jewelry. Will say, do love the chunky jewelry. Although any form of emotion would have been more comforting. Hi, Lore. You know what? Greet her, ask who she was talking to, say nothing. We're going to greet her. We're going to say, hi, hello, you called for me? You wanted to be bold, but it slips out in a strangled mutter. You can feel her harbinger eyes all over you. Harbinger eyes. An individual with the ability to forecast significant events. Ah, cool. So, she's a seer. Fuck. Yeah, we're fucked. Her voice is low and flat. I asked you to wait outside. And I got bored. You walk past her, and her head follows you like an owl. The only audible movement is the clicking of her jewelry. At least she kept her glasses on. Oh, do her powers not work if she doesn't... Do her powers not work if she has her glasses on? Not even you can withstand the judgment of a harbinger. 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 Wow. What did I say before? Did I say harbinger? No, I'm pretty certain I said harbinger. Which is what it should be. Especially one so noticeably on edge. Sounds like something more interesting. Sounds like... Oh, the wrong person completely. Sounds like something more interesting happened while I was away. You sink into the sofa across from her, hoping it might swallow you whole if you inhale deep enough. Every part of you still aches. Interesting, it got caught up there. Still aches. The sofa does not swallow you whole, but it proves an extremely comfortable distraction as you place one foot up on the cushion and the other on her coffee table. The only thing that really ties her to this place is a large painting of superheroes on the wall, one of them being a much younger you. On the desk, there's another photo facing away from you, but you don't need to see it to know you're also in that one. Oh, she has a lot of framed photos of us. You must like us a lot. Laura continues to watch you from behind her desk, but you're not ready to face her piercing gaze just yet. You turn your attention to the table and pick up cigarettes, brownies for the guests, or a magazine. Hey, technically, can we save? Can we drop a save right now? Yeah, let's drop a save. Okay. Technically, we are a guest, and I'm never going to say no to free food. So, brownies for the guests. Suddenly, you're ravenous. You grab one brownie, then another, shoving sticky sweetness into your mouth. No, I didn't mean eat all the brownies. They're not stale this time. You give Lore, your mentor, a nod of approval, wiping the crumbs from your lips and taking another bite. Lore clears her throat. What happened? What? Oh. What happened? Red. Red. Is that bad? I don't know. There was a red box. Oh no, she's really pissed off that I ate her brownies. I mean, I don't know if they were like, I mean, I said, oh, we're a guest, but maybe we really aren't a guest. And she's really, those were not for us. I guess we'll have to find out. Laura clears her throat, but this only prompts you to start talking with your mouth full. Have you considered how isolating it is to have an iris scanner before your office? Not everyone has the biometrics for this. Laura places a hand tentatively on the sheathed sword laying across the desk. Ma'am, do you just have a sword laying out? Is that to intimidate me? Because I think it's working.
I mean,
Yeah, blue. It's diamond cut and needle-like sharp, but has always made people uncomfortable. It wasn't designed to be wielded, but rather to... Oh, to... Her finger trails over its lines. Ugh. The report for your mission came in this morning. Finished in record time, it seems. That was complicated work. I'm all right. I mean, I'm all right. Was able to bury myself in D&D last night, and that was very fun. I'm so glad I have my D&D character. Yeah. You cock your head with mock innocence.
so it was a record. I knew it was fast, but I wasn't sure it was my fastest. And the Sentinel Times never wants to rank me higher.
You let a yawn slip out.
Even just a thank you would be nice, considering what an absolute pain in the ass that was.
Almost clashed with another hero
agency.
You roll your head in Lore's direction, half expecting a rebuttal. I think for once the Sentinel agrees.
They do?
You lean in a little too quick to feign disinterest.
What are they offering then? Parades? Medals? A gift basket? Wow, who knew just the little idea?
Let's try that again.
Wow, who knew just the idea of a little gratitude could go so far?
Okay, we're all good there. You grin, and yet something doesn't feel quite right. Laura's a tense individual, but this is uncomfortable even for her. She hasn't cracked a single witticism this whole time. You lean back, recovering your former position of comfort.
It's suspicious. It's a little overdue. I mean, yeah, but if suddenly someone who is not, like, giving you gratitude suddenly wants to give you gratitude, what's up? This is concerning.
Concerning?
The Sentinel hasn't thanked me for anything for practically 2 years. Holy moly. As far as I'm concerned, they wish they could get rid of me.
Some silly diplomat isn't going to change that.
I don't like feeling like there's something to worry about.
What aren't you telling me?
Well, she's definitely holding something in.
In this line of work, there's always something to worry about.
I know, and I hate it.
Take a look at this first. She circles back to her desk. 2 heroes were dropped onto my radar. Oh, okay. She pulls up a screen projection between the two of you. You can only vaguely make out the shape of her on the other side. Atlas and Dread. 2 faces stare back at you. Amazing names. Both male. Both look a little familiar, but you can't remember where from. You study them anyway. One's jaw is set too hard. The other has a gaze you barely wish to meet. Both look trouble. Runaways, maybe, if you had to guess. Heroes trying to leave the agency before their contract's up. You shrug, leaning back with brownie crumbs still clinging to you. Their names are Atlas and Dread. They've both been with the Sentinel for some time.
That's nice. Why should I care?
Her eyes fix on you, because one of them is about to become your new partner.
Honey. No, absolutely not.
You don't get to decide. You jab a finger towards the headshots. Why should I partner with them? I'm a solo hero. Solo. We only work solo. I don't need a hot boy with me. SOLO. Solo.
Who are these guys, anyway?
Calm down, Prince.
I'll calm down when I want to.
Never then. I don't need a partner. What part of solo does no one seem to get? These are all really funny answers. We're gonna drop another save here. But we are gonna say I don't need a partner. I don't need a partner. I'm not doing it. This is not up for debate. You scoff.
Fuck you.
Wow, hey, we didn't need to go that far. Let me know when you've come to your senses or have a big fat present coming my way. Yeah. You get up from your seat and stride towards the door. She waits with a patience that makes you want to scream. I mean it. I'm leaving. What is our aim here? What is our aim? Do we want her to be like, no, I take it back? Because it sounds like we are totally fine with quitting. You know what? Open the door. You reach to open the door only to find that it doesn't open. It's locked. You locked me in here? Seriously? Why did you lock me in here? You try again. That's fucked up. She continues as though you'd never spoken. Your most recent indiscretion has finally caught the attention of higher-ups. Congrats. You press your head against the door, trapped. Explain. I got the job done, didn't I? I solved it alone, and I did it fast. You fucked up. You groan. She steps forward. They see you as a path of chaos. Wow, tough crowd. I saved someone's daughter, and apparently, instead of a thank you, I should be damned. What did we do, though? What did we do? Hi, Andre. I'm all right. I hope you're doing all right. A unique way to describe 18 injuries to civilians. 5 of them belonging to children of heads of state. It was a diplomatic nightmare. Oh, no, that's a big fuck up. People get hurt. It happens. Can we at least acknowledge that the hero from the other agency tried to vacuum seal the guests for their own protection? Lore sighs. Every word that comes from her sounds exasperated. There's a pattern that concerns the board. The realization hits you like thunder. They aren't partners. They're babysitters! From now on, you will work with a partner. Every mission, no exceptions. The floor seems to tilt under you. You look back to stare at her, searching for some crack, some hint that this is a bluff, but no. Laura stands there, silent and steady. How was my day? It's fine. It was a day. And you agreed to this? You didn't fight back? I'm better off alone, and you know that. They know that. A partner is just a liability. They're not. I need things to be a certain way. I can't be paired with just anyone. When I'm alone, sure, maybe there's a burn here or there, but at least people aren't dead. Your mentor's mask flickers ever so slightly. What happened to Moonfire was not your fault. Oh, Moonfire. Oh, your former partner worked with the Sentinel, now deceased. Ah, we have trauma. You weren't there, so I don't think you get a say in whose fault it is. Not even your not when your apparently even all-knowing sight couldn't save her. That's what you said, right? So don't tell me I'm not the problem. I'm the one who fucked it up. You aren't the only one at fault. I should have intervened a lot sooner. Perhaps that wouldn't have been better. It isn't just this mission, Astra. It's all of them. I've upset the wrong person too many times. You know what I will say? I do kind of wish there was some music. I do kind of wish there was some music. You guys have just been listening to me talk in silence. But none of the music I have would work at all in this background. So silence it is! There's too many times. A slap on the wrist and public apologies are not enough to undo this. You feel your lip quiver just a little. Give me something else. Anything else. A hiccup for your troubles. There's another option. The Re-Education Center. Sing? You want me to sing? This is not what I asked for, Phantom. Jeez.
We are a solo hero, but we're not gonna be solo for much longer. Gotta find a boyfriend and hopefully not kill him.
In the time that you've been solo, you've lost a lot of trust. It's been 2 years, so it's this or nothing. Your voice is rough.
That's the same as nothing.
I've done what I can. It's your turn to try. Yeah, saucer of flashbacks. Your chest feels like it's been stabbed by 100 tiny lore-shaped knives. He did have a fairly okay day. Well, to be fair, last session was like half a day. So he had a fairly okay half of a day. For once, nothing bad happened. For like 12 straight hours. It was wonderful. Now, that entirely will likely be blown out of the water at next session when we go to the big gala, and Sasura's not boyfriend is probably there and causing issues, but that's for next session. I have been trying. Oh, your body sets ablaze just for a moment. It's enough to set off the alarms. Yeah. The sprinkler starts to go. Oh god. Both you and Lore are now standing in a wet room. Lore does not appear to be fazed by the shrieking alarms. I am. Okay, there we go. She simply brushes the dying embers from her shoulders and signals for the safety systems to turn on. Oh, the room airs out in seconds. I know. You take a deep breath. Moments like these are what scare you. You've been burning up more often. Every time it happens, you feel the flames are further from your reach. How can you protect those around you if you can't even control your own flames? I know you're trying. You swallow, trying to wet the inside of your drying mouth. Everything in your throat feels tighter the second Laura removes her glasses. I don't know if I would consider that removes or like slides them back. Those are some insanely interesting glasses. How the hell do those work? Reluctantly, you look up and into her eyes. But you are not invincible. Keep this up, and not only could others be hurt, but you'll be hurt. And that is not a future I want to see. It might be uncomfortable, but it doesn't need to hurt. Do this for yourself. You should believe in yourself as much as I do. What if I can't? Then by God, fake it, because you won't like what's on the other side. I see someone who's lost all concern for their own life. Yeah. So I would rather have you furious with me than a future where I'm burying another one of my friends. The words lodge in your throat. For a heartbeat, you almost can't twist them into a joke. Almost. I hate when you go mother on me. And I hate signing off on your damage penalties. Her expression barely shifts, but the room feels calmer. Well, at least we can, kind of tit for tat this. So, again, we have two choices. Atlas and Dread. Both of them do not currently have a partner. All three of you are not permitted to work solo. Let me guess, they also got someone killed? She gives you a look of real threat for the first time in a long time. Learn when to shut up. Sorry. Due to your circumstances, you get first pick. Who will it be, Atlas or Dread?
Blessings. I have to pick right now? I don't get to know any other important details?
Other than the fact you need one of them if you want to keep your job, what else would you like to know?
Tell me more about the sad, grumpy one. Look, we have a type. Sad, grumpy one.
You look at his pale, calm eyes. What's the deal with Mr. Dark? Hero isn't the first name I'd put to a face like that. Or was it his parents didn't love him enough? There are a lot of things I could say to that, but I know it's bait. Hush, Phantom. Do I look like someone who would dangle bait? No answer. All right, fine, be that way. Dread is one of the newer additions to the agency. He has the ability to manifest what people fear most.
And you made him a hero?
Most of his missions end with the target surrendering.
Man, this man psychologically tortures people.
But he's been through more partners than most. From what I know, the separations have been voluntary and mutual, no casualties. But you may be a good fit.
I'm not a medical professional, but pairing me with a guy who can trigger psychotic breaks seems like a really, really bad idea. I don't think I can stress enough just how bad it is.
I understand your concern, but having him as a partner could be beneficial to all of us.
How?
On record, his casualties are practically zero.
Yeah, that's physical casualties. What about mental casualties? 100%?
You're also both one of the few heroes. You're also both one of the few heroes to have had awakened powers since you were a child.
Oh. Heroes who get their powers later in life usually gain skills like flight or strength. Superficial, but impressive powers. Manifesting powers come from something much deeper, something that's had time to fester. They grow with their user, and such are usually linked to the hero's psyche. Heroes like these tend to be more resilient to other psyche-affected powers. So basically, the Sentinel wants to group the fuck-ups all together.
That sounds like a major liability. Something you have proven didn't concern you in the past. I like to think you won't be so easily shaken.
You'd like to think that, too. Okay, well, tell me more about the big scary one. Let's hear all about them, both of them, then. Tell me more about the big scary one. Who is he? What's his history?
Why does he look like he won most fights through cracking skulls? Lore's eyes glaze over briefly before she redirects her attention to the notes. His name is Atlas. Gravity bends to him, around him, for him. His strength? It's considered catastrophic on a global scale. Oh! I believe they call it barokinesis. Oh, interesting. They think he could reach category 5 under supervision.
Like tornadoes? Is that like the worst? You realize that is borderline terrifying.
Yes, well, you are not the only one who has reason to be cautious of those around them. She perks up. You have some other things in common, too. Atlas has been with the agency nearly as long as you have.
Oh, that's not possible.
For the first time, she seems amused. What, not feeling special anymore?
I was practically born into this. If there were other kids in the program who were that strong, I would have met them.
There were other kids left, that is. Most children who manifest powers are usually ill-fated, although their physiology welcomes the adaptation, some awful even. Huh? Some awful even? I don't think that sentence makes sense to me. They usually... So, some awful event? I guess events happen? But most adults are not malleable enough to fully manifest any power, leaving very few heroes like you who can't seem to escape the Sentinel's tight leash.
Phantom!
Lore tries to hide her compassionate glance, but it's not quick enough. Atlas didn't come through the program.
Wow, you've gotten really good at lying.
He was originally trained as apprentice staff. His record looked promising. Underwent a decent amount of military training before his powers were discovered. A chill runs through you. Yeah. Lore shrugs. She knows all too well how being discovered so openly would have gone down. Military trained, but still belonged to the Sentinel. That grip probably got even tighter after the classification.
Right, Cat 5.
Cat 5 heroes, if left unchecked, are capable of catastrophic damage. Maybe he kicks planes, not puppies, for fun. Planets, not puppies, for fun. Oh, 1 second. I gotta stretch. Ugh.
Yeah, I'm gonna pass.
What's the problem here?
The problem is that it's a military-trained black hole dressed as a man. A really beefy man. Best case scenario, he's a cannon and I'm casualty number 1.
Atlas is rather even-tempered from what I hear. Enough medals from his time with us and no drama of record. Unlike some. Any more gold stars and he'll outrank me. You bite your lip. Maybe being paired with an initiate instead wouldn't be so bad after all. They could be like a pet. Look at you with sad, hopeful eyes. This guy would probably rat you out for anything and everything on day 1. The agency thinks you two could balance each other out. All right, I know enough. Well, this is lovely, but I think I'll just stick to what I was doing before. Send me to my reflection center or whatever the punishment is. You have to pick one, Prince. Oh, sure. Between having a partner that can physically break me, one that can mentally do it, the world's my oyster. Please. Groan. Fine. Since everyone has chosen this hill to die on, I'll go with... All right, we're going to drop a save. But we're going with Dread. Sad make-believe boy. At least with him, I can pretend none of this is real. Lore gives you a wary look, but then gets up and returns to her desk. You watch as she reaches for the communicator. Your heart beats a little faster.
Wait, now? Right now?
Did you want to change your answer? She slips on her shades and picks up the phone.
I mean, what's the rush? Shouldn't I be allowed to sleep on my decision? And what if he's busy? You're just going to interrupt him? He could be in the middle of something. Calling him could be a hazard.
She dials the number. I'll take my chances. Lore turns away from you. Her voice is far more polite than it was moments ago. There's someone I'd like you to meet. Yes. No. It's an assignment. Thank you. I look forward to it. She hangs up.
Is that what I am? An assignment?
No.
Listen, Lore, don't you think we should give this a little more time? Not rush into this. It's a big commitment.
He's already on his way.
Well, call him back!
Nothing would change if I did.
I would. I'd be a changed woman. I'll do mail duty. No, cleanup duty. I'll return the apartment. I'll pay my taxes.
We haven't been paying our taxes?
Economically, you should at least consider that.
She pauses. Her head inclines to one side. Perhaps this time you've got her. Would you really do all that just to stay alone?
Yes, God, yes.
Then it's worse than I thought. You'd rather do all the things that make you miserable than give yourself a second chance. But it doesn't matter because at least one of us cares about your life.
Hey, I can handle anything you throw at me, except for apparently getting a partner. Just give me another chance.
Who's on the other side of the door? No one. You give her a look that says otherwise. Were you listening to the door instead of me?
Obviously.
Just be nice.
Oh, fuck, it's him, isn't it?
Lore sighs and presses the intercom. Send him in. The door clicks open. Through it comes a man who resembles the photo you just saw. Wow, you look like you could possibly be Lore's child. You have a very similar facial structure. From what I can see of the... I mean, they're both facing different ways, but they have a similar jaw structure. The man who steps inside is not quite what you expect. Young in the face, but hard to comprehend. He feels intangible.
Ugh, I thought I was gonna hiccup. I keep feeling like I'm gonna hiccup.
He's doing blue steel? What does that mean?
Thought I was gonna hiccup.
And carry on. Now, when I muted my mic. Amazing. His pale purple eyes sweep the room and eventually land on you. You hate how your heartbeat stutters once your eyes meet. Hello, Lore.
What do you mean? I don't know what you're talking about.
Blue steel the face thing?
Did he just ignore you?
Dread, welcome. This is Astra. You don't give him the satisfaction of a response, mustering up only a grunt of acknowledgement. His voice leaves a bad taste in your mouth already. Pleasure's mine.
I didn't say anything.
You didn't need to. He walks over and a heavy air of arrogance follows behind.
Oh, fuck. Maybe I should have gone with the guy who could have beat my face to a pulp.
Pleasure still mine.
Yuck. You had assumed his previous partners didn't work out because of his power, but there's a chance it may just have been his personality. Okay. Wow. I don't know what's doing that. There must be something. Maybe it's something related to how fast I have my text settings. I have it at absolute
max and the largest font size because otherwise I couldn't read any of it. But I don't know why it's making it so that sometimes it doesn't complete the sentences. Like, you guys saw it was just a P, and then I had to scroll back, forth, and then it finally, like, spit out the rest of the sentence. Chance it may just be his personality. He sounds like a know-it-all, like every know-it-all trainee you had to encounter in the Sentinel's Initiate program. All fresh-faced, eager kiss-ups who were either intimidated by you or wanted to use you. Dread stands even closer now. The two of you are side by side. You look away. You have another choice. Keeping his gaze straight ahead, he leans in towards you, a smile playing on the corner of his lips. Don't tell me I've already offended you. You open your mouth for a rebuttal, but there's a slight chance the truth might come out. The truth is that ever since he stepped through the door, you couldn't help but notice certain irritating things. Huh? Oh no. What type of irritating things? Oh, for one, his posture's perfect. He could have been a posed wax figure and he wouldn't know. Oh, subconsciously you make an effort to straighten your own posture. Ow, that sounds like it hurts. And why is his skin so flawless? The usual depressingly bare walls now make him look like a centerpiece. Oh, he's pretty and annoying. As for the rest of him, you take a breath. Astra, don't. Don't what? Her eyes flick in his direction. Don't ask. I have to say it. Please don't. You wave your hands in your alleged partner's general direction. I'm going to say it anyway. You said he makes illusions. All of this doesn't make any sense. Excuse me? Excuse you, indeed. Riddle me this, ghost boy. We are a disaster.
Why are you so built?
Huh?
What? Does inducing fear also burn calories?
What?
I literally burn from the inside out and I still have a higher body fat percentage.
What are we, this is, huh?
Lore, I'm scared he's gonna pop out of that shirt if he wears it any tighter.
Huh? Dread looks taken aback and does the most annoying thing you could imagine. I have never seen Zoolander Phantom. I don't even know what that is. I'm gonna have to look that up. Phantom, you know I live under a rock. I don't know many things. What is it? Oh, it's a comedy. It's a 2001 comedy. Interesting.
We still haven't even finished watching Slayers. We're so far behind. We're still watching JoJo. We have so many. We haven't watched any more of Delico's Nursery because we had to put that off, to be fair. We're not going to be watching that one for a few more years, but still. Dread looks taken aback and does the most annoying thing you could imagine. He laughs so hard he wipes a tear. And for the record, you look nothing like your picture. He stops, his attention now peaked. There was a picture? We're not going to watch Hoodwinked 2. It looks bad. Ignore her. Of course there's a picture. You fold your arms defiantly. Astra, was it? I've seen a lot of people try to cope with my presence in all sorts of ways. Humor is one of them, although rare. Also, what do you mean cope with your presence? You are just a dude. You are just a dude. He chuckles as if already reminiscing. But it isn't typically so abrasive. Do you usually do this when you're uncomfortable? Do what? Try to put the other person off. I'm not. I'm just stating the obvious. Yeah. Don't flatter yourself. He steps closer, his voice light and mellow. Why are you aggro? You know, your biggest fear may be that we actually get along. Oh my god, I hate you. Lore, you know this guy's a quack, right? That's not my fear. He's quite literally just saying that. You turn back to him. You can't bait me. He just did. You sound like some low-rate magician. He shrugs. I was merely taking a guess by the way you're trying to make things more familiar to you by being erratic and loud. Oh, so he's also a psychoanalyst. Fuck me. Can I kill this guy and make it an accident? Maybe that's what we need to do. Excuse me? Dread takes a step back, overtly appraising you. Don't fucking look at me. It's rather normal to shy away from change. Can I shut you up? But it's not healthy to cover it up by exploding, so everyone will write you off instead of fussing over you. Excuse me? I mean, I read your file, but seeing it in person is interesting. He got to read my file? I didn't get to read his. My file? You turn to Lore, jaw dropped. He needs to go before I blow a furnace through his tiny skull. Dread, don't psychoanalyze him like that. He throws up his arms in mock defeat. I didn't mean to. There's no way you didn't mean to. I'm just not used to someone trying to so overtly deter me right off the bat. I'm not trying to deter you. I am outwardly expressing my displeasure by putting a fist through your skull. It's almost fun. He gives you a wink and something inside you cracks. Ugh. You point a finger to his chest, squaring up to his smug face. Don't pretend you know me. That feeling bubbles beneath your surface. Your skin glows. You think I'm gonna be afraid of a few shadows? He looks down and gently pushes your finger away. Oh, is this why they call you the fire starter? No. You feel molten. But stick around. Find out. I dare you. Say one more thing. Jeez. Okay. I didn't know he was gonna be an asshole. He cocks his head. And then what happens? Oh. Will say, didn't have a chance to fully read that. I do believe it was Lore saying enough. What happens? Yeah, enough. Okay. The two of you swing back just in time to avoid connecting with Lore's sheathed sword. Actually, shockingly, no. Interestingly enough, usually I'm not against asshole characters. Sometimes I even go for them specifically. But there is something about this guy that is like ticking me off. Like, I actually feel like Astra right now. I'm like, I don't like this fucker. I think it was the way that he came in with the psychoanalysts. The psychoanalysis. Yeah, the psychoanalyst angle. That pisses me off to like no degree. like honestly, if I had more energy, I would definitely be like, we would get some like Peak Prince rants. The two of you swing back just in time to avoid connecting with Lore's sheathed sword. If you plan to chill,
to kill each other day one, do it outside my office. When you're in here, you're here for a reason. Sorry. Yeah. Sorry.
Oh, blessings. There we go.
She removes the sword, but doesn't put it down. We'll start small. A simple mission should help you develop some synergy. Local campers have been leaving somewhat inconsistent reports about an unusual cabin in the forest.
We're investigating ghosts now?
Lore opens up the mission details on the screen. I'm sending the information to your devices now. Your phone lights up and you begin to scroll through at your own pace. Boring, standard procedure, grade 1, case 2 at best. This is insulting. Are you listening? Loud and clear. You look up from your files. Shouldn't we be doing something a little more challenging? You slap Dread's chest like the hood of a new car. Why would you slap? Isn't off-brand Casanova here meant to be the stuff of nightmares? If we really want to make an impression as a fresh duo, we should be going in hot, showing our best, not doing these small what? I'm gonna assume small jobs. Not doing these small jobs. I don't know if it's something to do with, like, again, I don't know if it's text speed or text size that is giving us these issues. Ooh, we could make a crime syndicate wet themselves. Thanks for deciding what to do with my powers. Impressive, you're already thinking like a team. However, going in hot should be the last thing on your mind. I want the two of you to lay low for now. This is a low-level case, but it will give you room to... You stop listening. You can't be expected to read this cover to cover and listen. It seems simple enough. There's some cabin in the woods with bad vibes. You come back into focus, interrupting whatever conversation was had. Surely this is something forest rangers can handle? Boy Scouts even? Read on. We've had reports with less. The cabin has been seen in various locations in the forest.
Oh, it's a teleporting Baba Yaga cabin?
Always the same description, different location. It could be nothing. Could be a trickster, but... First rangers aren't equipped to handle a supernatural or magical entity that could cause this if malicious. Oh, okay, so we have like magic and supernatural stuff. It's not just like people with superpowers. I thought we were going to be fighting like super villains. So the thought of a super villain whose like big plan is to make a house in the woods that teleports around was kind of like, I was like, what is this guy doing? But okay, it could be supernatural. That makes more sense. Exactly. Okay, so we're on spooky duty until we land in the board's good graces. That's doable. The Sentinel will forget about this eventually and get rid of Mr. Dark and Demeaning here as a bonus. The sooner the better. Right, well, I suggest we get straight to it. You turn, ready to scream into the abyss? I would give it some time. What? Why? Let's go blow up this loser now and be done with it. Dredd scrolls down on his own devices and points to a line right at the bottom. You missed the part where the cabin has only been seen at night? Your eyes dart across your own file. You pause. You did miss that, and you hate that he caught it. Yeah, Doofenshmirtz level shenanigans. Can't get anything past you, huh? Usually no. He smiles. I can't believe even that upsets you. Shut your mouth before you find you have a mouthful of lava. I'm not upset. You know, it may be the first person I don't even need my powers for. You squint. Was that a threat? It's an observation. It sounded like a threat. Dredd turns his attention back to your mentor. Thank you for the opportunity, Lore. We'll find out more tonight and eliminate any threats if possible. Thank you both for your cooperation. Dredd makes a move to leave, but as he passes you, he leans in to give you a condescending pat on the shoulder. Fuck this man. See you tonight.
Not if I have anything to say about it.
Before you can come up with a suitable retort, Dredd is no longer in the room. He pisses me off. He pisses me off. It's just you and Lore. This won't even last a night, Lore. She doesn't respond, and you take her silence as an opportunity to depart without so much as a goodbye. Ahoo! All right. That is the end of the demo. I thought it was going to take us probably about an hour. Unfortunately, I do not have as much energy, or we would go do the other guy as well. It's very funny. You know what? Let's at least start. Huh? I thought my
Oh no! Oh, there we go. Okay, I'll go with Atlas. Let's at least see what he sounds like, what he talks like. If he is less of a piss off than Dread is. Big and grumpy. Maybe he can crack a few jokes instead of jaws, faces, or whatever it is he usually does. Laura gives you a wary look, but then gets up, returns to her desk. Heartbeats a little faster. What, like right now? Yep. Skip. Okay. Holy fucking shit! You're ginormous! Sorry. I probably shouldn't be what I first say to him, but dear God. Photos don't do it justice, of course. He's as wide as the door and maybe even a little taller. The air around you becomes heavier the moment he steps in. If you weren't watching him already, you would have missed his subtle glance around the room before his cold blue eyes finally land on you. You fight an urge to be pulled into his orbit. The sensation tugs at your bones. Are we attracted to this man? He is terrifying me. For a moment, it's an overwhelming pressure. The hero gives both you and Laura a courteous nod, and the pressure you felt disperses. Oh. No, I think that was literally his powers. A chill runs down your spine. Atlas, welcome. Astra, meet Atlas. Atlas, Astra. Oh, Astra. Hi. Phantom! Thank you for coming on such short notice, Atlas. He nods again, but this time there may have been a grunt alongside it, you're not sure. You have upset people in the past, but the absolute lack of acknowledgement in this man's eyes is alarming. Wow. Astra, I didn't say anything. That's usually the first sign. No, Phantom, I will not disagree that this man is probably packing. However, not the first thing I'm thinking of. The first thing I thought of was, this man is fucking ginormously tall. I'm sorry, Atlas. Astra just needs a moment to get some things out of her system. It seems he wasn't expecting to meet you so soon. He quirks up subtle brow, shifting his weight a little to the side. You assume that means he doesn't mind, or that it's amusing you even need a moment. But that's not what bothers you. It's that look in his eyes, the same elevated indifference you might spare for an ant you've noticed on your desk. He sees you, but he couldn't care less. And you're the Astra, starborn and forged. It's better he knows what he's dealing with sooner rather than later. You return a nod in his direction, arms folded. I mean, I'm not like super pleased that he doesn't seem to give two shits about us, but I will take him not giving two shits about us over Mr. Psychoanalyze You. Ugh, water. Ugh. But, you know, maybe that's just me. A man of many words, it seems. Astra. He literally only said 2 words. He's right there. Evidently, it's a little hard not to see him. You give him another quick once-over. It was meant to be intimidating, but you find yourself drinking in the sight of him. Oh, okay. I guess we are like attracted to him. Truthfully, you can't see all of him in a single glance. Yeah? You barely come up to his chest. Wow. Remembering yourself, you turn to Lore. Yeah, I don't think he's gonna fit in my car. That's a liability. I mean, good point. Does this man fit in cars? I'm sure you can find ways to work around that. Yeah, I'll put him on top of the car. Phantom. You don't look back, but you feel his gaze on you long before he speaks. I have my own car. See, he has his own car. You can take his. It wouldn't be an issue. It wouldn't be an issue. Wrong person completely. Lore smiles. Thank you, Atlas, for being so accommodating. Your eyes narrow, glancing between Lore and Atlas, who appear to be far more acquainted than you realized. I will say, I have found myself messing up on whose lines are what, simply because the name is in the middle, and I am so used to reading character names on the left. That has thrown me off a little bit. You look disappointed. No, just impressed you two are so synchronized. Wonderful. Well, if you're done looking for excuses, maybe we should move on to the relevant details. You know what? I'm scared. What is our question? Why did it not show me my other 2 save files? Hey, hold on. You guys see this, right? What I had 4 save files. I dropped this one, but when I went to continue last time, it dropped me off. It gave me only 2. Oh, I've just got one more question. Lore sighs, but Atlas doesn't seem to budge. Honestly, you hadn't actually thought of a particularly good question to ask. The man turns to you with an expectant gaze. Yeah, you know what? Did you choose to be here? Yes. For some reason, the complete lack of explanation only worsens your mood. You huff, waving a dismissive hand. Lore continues. At first you listen, but every now and then your gaze wanders towards Atlas's rigid I'm gonna sneeze. Hold on. Oh, no, I was going to yawn. I really thought I was gonna sneeze. I felt it, like, in my nose. When you get that pre-sneeze, like, tingling in your nose, and you're like, uh-oh. And then it was a yawn. At first you listen, but every now and then your gaze wanders towards Atlas's rigid frame, even broad shoulders, and clean cut something. It's annoyingly distracting. Your first assignment together will be something small to test your synergy. It should come easy to the two of you, give you a chance to figure out a style of working together. She opens the mission details on the screen. I'm sending the information to your devices now. Your phone lights up and you begin to scroll through at your own pace. Atlas barely makes a sound. You try to shake off the tension building up in you, which only gets you a curious look from Lore. Local campers, yep, unusual. Okay, so it is the same mission, just who you're working with. Usual cabin in the forest. Scroll through the notes. Boring, insulting. Are we really needed for something like this? You look up from your files. I haven't seen Atlas in action, but I'm pretty sure either of us would be overkill. Shouldn't we be using powers of our caliber on something a little less juvenile? The actual level of threat is unknown. It's been marked as a low-level case, so it should go under the radar, but I expect something. You scoff, reading over the complaints in more detail. She doesn't want you back in the field in a way the board will notice. Great. Yeah, creepy cabin. Probably has a creepy occupant, trying to mind their own business and piss on their own turf out in the open. Has everyone told the hikers to gain some backbone and stop calling the forest rangers when they have a bad trip? You put your phone away. I don't even think this is worth looking into. This is clearly a couple of teens who got freaked out, probably while high, after seeing... Okay. Go! No, it was there! There we go. After seeing a cabin in the woods with majorly bad vibes. How are we meant to make an impression as a duo, picking up cases Boy Scouts could be dealing with? Making an impression should be the last thing on your mind. I want the two of you to handle this quietly and swiftly. Consider it more of a case to prove that you stop listening. You'd rather read this mundane spook pack than hear indirect jabs on how you should be bending over for some corporate something. How did this get on our radar anyway? The cabin has been seen at various locations in the forest. Always the same description, different location. Could be paranormal. Precisely. And now we get to play spooky hide and seek. Now you're getting it. You clasp your hands together hard enough that both Lore and Atlas look at you with a subtle brow raised. The sooner this is dealt with, the sooner you can shrug off Mr. Silent and brooding here. The higher-ups forget quickly. Lore forgets quicker. You'll ditch this statue of a man and get back to doing what you do best. Right. Well, may as well get this over with. I'll be taking my car. You turn, fists clenched in your underarm, and head for the door. It's usually not hard to achieve, but somehow you feel weighted as you approach. Bro, are you trying to stop me? You look back, but both Atlas and Lore haven't moved an inch, watching you with blank expressions. You lock eyes with Atlas. How are you doing that? He doesn't respond. You turn to Lore. I'm sorry, are we not meant to deal with the creepy cabin as soon as possible? This time you're sure Atlas's expression does change a little, but only from nothing to brief displeasure. Preparation is needed. We should review and return later. Oh, goodness. You roll your eyes, tempted to mimic Atlas's uptight mannerisms. Fine, get your beauty sleeping toys. I'll see you losers in 6 hours. You flit your gaze back to Lore and swear you see a hint of guilt. Astra, don't. Oh, okay. The door closes behind you with a little more force than necessary. Let's just get this over with. All right. Yahoo! We did it. We got to the end of the demo. Wahoo. Yeah, I think my main takeaways, I mean,
I definitely don't know which one of them I am going to end up liking most. Right now, they're pretty even. Right now, they're pretty even. But I would say my main, like, feedback, critique bits would just be some sort of music, even if it's not final, even if it's, like, royalty-free music, just something. Something, please. A few issues with it showing all of the text. Again, I don't know if that is my text speed settings, my text size settings, or what. But I know this is a Unity build, or this is a Unity-based game, and I know sometimes Unity can be shockingly tricky. And then other than that, I mean, I definitely am interested. I would like to. I mean, I was like, okay, we keep going, and then the demo ended. And I'm very interested to know more. This is a very interesting world and characters and stuff that they've dropped us in. So I'm happy as clam. And then my only other like critique feedback thing would be just considering moving the names over to the left instead of in the middle, because I don't look in the middle. Middle, if I'm, reading, middle is not where I'm looking. So, or some sort of like color block or something around the names to show who's talking. Something easily figured out. Something easy to intuit after looking at it enough. But yeah, that is all the time we have for today, and that's all of the demo. So without any further ado, let's pop over here. All right. You all know the usual song and dance. If you're not already following me on social medias, I'd appreciate it very much if you would. As well, if you're not already part of our Discord server, I would love to see you there. For YouTube people, link is in the description. Ugh. And as well, if you want to play this game for yourself, wishlist it, play the demo, see, certain choices that I didn't pick, all that stuff. Link is in the description and chat for YouTube, and it is pinned in Twitch chat here. Yeah. Thank you so much, Dev, for reaching out to me. Thank you so much. And yeah, thank you all so much for stopping by. Really, truly means a lot to me. Whether you're watching live, VOD, YouTube, Twitch, Shorts, TikToks, however you consume your Prince content, thank you so very much for doing so. Yeah, very, very nice. I'm very interested in playing it. When it is finalized. But yeah. Well, I hope you all have a wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, whatever time it is for you. And, well, until I see you again, bye. Bye.